come a time that we basically gonna be looking at normal rent. Just normal rent is gonna be $4,000 a month. So what y'all got to get ready for as landowners? What y'all got to get ready for is hang on one second. What y'all got to get ready for is a time where you guys are gonna get an influx of people just wanting to rent the land. Just wanted to rent. I'm experiencing that. I'm experiencing people just want to rent the land, come bring their tents, come rent a cabin. I got 3 people right now waiting for me to get some new cabins out on my land. 3 people right now, like deep in the country, and I'm deep in the country. I'm about an hour and a half from Virginia Beach. I'm about an hour 45 minutes from the Outer Banks Beach. I'm about 2 hours from Raleigh, 3 hours from Fayetteville. I'm deep in the country, and I got people. I got 3 people right now, waiting for me to get some more cabins out there. One of them, she's pretty much gonna give me the money to get her the cabin and build it out for her. She's like, she can't wait anymore. She cannot wait anymore. Okay, so I'm telling y'all, the position that we're setting ourselves up for right now, we are the next generation of real estate millionaires leading in this niche. Like the next niche is the next generation of affordable living is tiny homes, cabins, anything like that. And we are in position to catch that wave. We are in position to catch that wave. All right. So you're talking about another 5 years down the line, you know, all of us should be sitting on a $250,000, $1 million, $2 million just in equity. Just in I should say residual income and equity. I'm telling you, just keep buying the land. Try to get at least one of your properties, like Diaz. This property you got now for 200 down, 200 a month. Like I say, go out there, do your infrastructure, get your fence put up. It's only 0.15 of an acre, so that's um, a little less than a quarter acre. 15 times I can't do the math right now, but that's enough. That's enough land to park like 20 cars. That's enough land to park like 20 cars. Put it like that, 20, 30 cars. So that's enough land to put a good size RV. I would since they will only allow you to have one dwelling. Since they will only allow you to have one dwelling, I put a big one, the biggest one I could get, the biggest RV or travel trailer, like a 30, 40-foot travel trailer I'll put out there, okay? And then I would rent out the whole travel trailer, or I would rent out rooms in the travel trailer or the RV, okay? And and then the rest of the parking spaces, like I say, you could probably get about 20, 30 cars out there. I would make parking spaces. I'm gonna tell you exactly what I would do, Diaz. I would make parking spaces, and I would get one big travel trailer RV, and the rest of the property I would rent out parking spaces to people that have their own, rig. We call it a rig. Their own vehicle or van or RV that they could come and park. You know what I'm saying? But those people are temporary. They just coming in and out for the night or a few nights, whatever. The one you have, that's permanent. Okay. And I'm telling you, man, you're gonna make you $1,000 a month. You just an hour outside of Dallas, you're gonna make you $1,000 a month year round. I'm telling you, I'm experiencing it. Y'all seen my Cash App. I'm experiencing it. and I'm deep out. What's making me money at my Airbnb is I'm in a place called Roper, North Carolina, and it's a fishing and boating community. Okay, and a lot of retired people are there. They building 1,000-acre water park there. The Albemarle Sound is my backyard. We got hunters that come, and the hunters need to rent cabins and stuff like that. So hunting season, we're good. I think we had a really bad winter last year. That's why the hunting season wasn't so good last year. And hey Miriam, and we got about 4 different activities people can do. Hunt, fish. They could go out on the boats, on the ferry boats, and we got great restaurants in the area. It's so much to do around my area. It's ridiculous. So that's what makes me money over in my area. That's what makes me money over in my area. But anyhow, man, I'm proud of you, Diaz. Miriam and Jamal, y'all came in at the end of the class. Y'all came in at the end. But no, y'all good. But I'm telling you guys, so to recap a little bit, Diaz got his first property, 200. Go ahead and tell him, Diaz.
I ain't got my first property. It's like an hour away from Dallas. It's 0.16 acres, 200 down, 200 a month for like 2.5 years. 5 minutes away from the lake. I could put a nice dwelling on there. I can put RV camp on it right now at this moment. You know what I'm saying? It's nice. You got to do nothing but put a fence and cut some grass right now. It's nice right now.
Yeah.
So congratulations.
Yay. I'm telling y'all, man, this is a real thing. I'm telling y'all. So like I say, guys, I was supposed to go into some more accounting stuff with you guys as far as the money thing and making residual income. But I literally just got in from off the road. So we probably gonna go over some stuff next class. And then like I said, in July, we're gonna start everything over again. So every quarter, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start everything all over again, like from day one, from year one. So every quarter, if y'all lost in the sauce, don't worry about it. Every 3 months, we're gonna redo everything. And even as we get more information, I'm gonna compact it into those 3 months. So it might come a time where we, normally our class is like hour and a half, 2 hours. It might come a time where we have class for 3 hours. So y'all get prepared for that, right? So basically, what I want you guys to do is keep looking for properties. Call me when y'all get stuck, when y'all need help. Remember what I said, Miss Nadine, is 3 things. 3 addresses, so-called addresses that a property could have. What are they, Miss Nadine?
The legal description, the parcel number, and the regular address.
Correct. And if you call the county and they don't have the parcel number, or it doesn't have the same parcel number, or it doesn't have a regular address, they always could find it by the legal description. Okay? The way the legal description looks, it'll say something like 20 degrees west, 5 degrees north, near the pine tree, over by the old bucket, down the street from the well. It'll just look like something crazy. I've seen stuff where it was like next to grandpa's old cabin. Like, who does that? But I'm telling you, it's weird stuff in there like that. But that is the legal description, okay? So go back to the seller and ask them for the legal description, and then the county will cross-reference it. So what the county might do, even if the property was chopped up and the legal description is not the same, they'll cross-reference it like as long as you give them a legal description, they'll see where that legal description was, and if it happened to change, now at least they have a start. They could say, oh, that was the legal description, but the property got chopped up or added to, because remember, you can also add 2 properties, 3 properties together and make one parcel number, one legal description. So at least they have a way to start. You know what I'm saying? So just go back with that. That'll definitely work. The legal description will definitely work. And you said, what company is that with?
Land Central.
Okay. The only thing about Land Central, you have to really, really do your due diligence with Land Central. You have to really, really do your due diligence. They're a good company, but they'll tell you, do your due diligence, because they do not. And all the companies, anytime you buy property, they'll tell you, it's up to you to do your inspections and due diligence. Right, Margaret? It's on you. If you find out something later on, it's swampland, whatever, that's on you. Right?
Yeah, you got to do it. It's worth the money to do it.
Yeah, so you guys make sure you do your due diligence. That's the main thing that I drill you guys on, is your due diligence. You have the questions. You got the power. You got the power. All right? You have the questions. You know, I'm building you guys confidence. All right? So what else can we cover? So basically that's it, guys. Once you get your first property, try to focus on, like Miriam got a great one. I can't wait to get started with helping Miriam clear her land and get some type of dwelling out there. The only thing about Miriam's property is no RVs. We have to put it on a foundation, but it can be a tiny house. They say it could be any size dwelling as long as it's on a foundation. But Miriam property, 10 minutes from the beach, is so beautiful. It is so beautiful. So Miriam gonna make a crazy money on that property when she start Airbnb-ing it. So listen, guys, I'm telling you, you know, keep putting your coins together, buy up as much land as you can, because we are going to catch the wave of people that cannot afford $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month. And the amount of people that's retiring on disability is ridiculous. They say it's about some 60 million people about to retire on disability, and I think that's what's going to crash the economy. I think that's what's going to crash. 60 million people. It's only about 350 million people in America, which I know it's more than that, because you got to count the people that's so-called illegal. I really think it's about 400, 500 million people in America. But they say 60 million people at least trying to retire. I don't think they're going to be able to retire, but they trying to retire. Y'all see these 70-year-old, 75-year-old people in Walmart, you know, in different places, in regular jobs. There's some of y'all work at places, hospitals and different places, the diners, Waffle Houses. 70-year-old, 65-year-old people cannot retire. They cannot retire. Okay, so and what I'm trying to say is, all they're gonna get is $900 a month, $1,200 a month. So the only thing they can afford is a little tiny house or something like that. You know what I mean? The government cannot build affordable housing for them fast enough. Cannot build affordable housing for them fast enough. Okay, they can't even build regular houses for regular people fast enough. All right, so I'm telling you guys, we're gonna catch a wave, even if it's people in transition. Because what I get at my properties is a lot of people in transition. Matter of fact, she's supposed to be in here tonight. Our new classmate, Miss Chris. She's not in class tonight, but she's transitioning. She's selling her property in Florida, and she's moving to the Carolinas or Georgia, and she's transitioning. So, and she told me, she's like, hey, I need a place, you know, like in the next two weeks, because I'm transitioning, you know, for when I buy my regular land. So she's probably going to have to be renting some land somewhere or something like that. So I'm telling you guys, like, even if it's to catch people in transition and rent to them on Airbnb, we gonna catch that whole wave. They say that America's population is supposed to be like 600 million in the next generation. By the time the Gen X's, when Gen X's have babies, it's gonna be 600 million people in America. Okay, 600 million people. We are the future real estate investors. You have real estate investors dying out, retiring, all that type of stuff. We are the future real estate investors, so we have to set ourselves up. Okay, so we not even worried about buying a whole bunch of houses. We buying the land. Why? We can always build the house. Okay, so we just doing our thing slowly but surely, buying our land. Still making residual income off our land. Remember, guys, on one cabin that I pay $200-300 a month, I'm still making $300 a month profit. Still make the sweet spot is around $300 to $600 a month on your rental. You got people renting whole houses, paying $2,000-3,000 a month mortgages, and only making $300 profit, $600 profit. I'm making the same amount of money off of a little cabin. I only pay but $200-300 a month for, and on my travel trailers, I'm about to be making $600-1,000 a month on them, and I own them straight out outright. Okay, so I'm telling you guys, just keep doing what you're doing. Y'all know how we buy. Y'all know the procedure. Y'all know the due diligence questions. Y'all know to get up every day and search these websites. Stay on them. Diaz caught one. He caught a good one too. That's a good one. All right, I'm dang near jealous. No, I'm not jealous. I love it, man. I'm proud of you, Diaz. And what else? Okay, that's all I got for you guys. Y'all have any questions? Any questions? Go ahead, Miss Nadine. Go ahead. Yo, you got your mic up. Go ahead.
I was saying good night to you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You can get some rest.
Yeah, good night to y'all. Peaceful rest. What's up, Chris? Yeah, that's it. Y'all good? Any questions? Any no? Okay. All right, so listen, guys, we're gonna try to do class Sunday at 8 p.m. or 3 p.m. If we cannot do it, it's definitely gonna be next Tuesday. Okay. And we're gonna get back with the numbers as far as Airbnb and short-term rental, as far as stuff like that. I'm a keep diving with you guys with that stuff. At least touch bases on it. And then in what today is the 25th. So on the first, whatever, when we have class after the first, we're gonna start everything all over again. So y'all don't worry, don't stress. I'm gonna start from day one. The first thing on the syllabus, on our curriculum. For those of y'all that's already familiar, bear with me. It'll always be something in there you don't know, or I'll throw something in there, or we'll learn something new. So just bear with me. For those of you that already know everything, geniuses in here, and dang, Jamal, you the only one, bro. Well, Jamal and Margaret, but Margaret already have property in Africa. Jamal, we waiting on you, bro. Jamal, what's your hang up, man? Talk to me. He probably at work. He can't talk. Anyhow, that's it. Congratulations, Diaz. Proud of y'all.
I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you a lot, man.
Yeah, and we gonna keep doing it, guys. I'm telling y'all again, my experience 2017, I had no money. I was resting in my vehicle, living in my vehicle, an old little pickup truck. I squeezed $350 together. I brought my first piece of land in Clewiston, Florida. It's on my channel. Y'all just look for it, $9,000 Dragon Manifest land. I think that's what I got it titled as. And that's my first piece of land that I bought. I sold it for like 3 or 6 months later for like $16,000, made like $4,500 profit after closing and everything. And I just took off ever since. And I'm telling you guys, now my net worth is probably anywhere around $250,000 to $350,000, depending on if I'm in a bear market or bull market, and I'm getting residual income. Y'all see my Cash App? That's just my Cash App. Y'all haven't seen my Zelle. Y'all haven't seen all the other stuff, you know. That's just my Cash App. That's not even my bank account, my regular bank account. So I'm telling you guys, and the money I make from my residual income is paying off all my properties. It's paying them off. Like literally, if I don't work, my properties still get paid off. They still get paid off, okay, from my residual income, okay, from my residual income. And y'all know I'm a homebody. I don't do nothing. I don't go nowhere. I just be at the house. My enjoyment, my little entertainment is traveling, getting on the road, traveling. I play my little lottery. That's it. I go to bin stores, thrift stores. That's it. Y'all don't see me at no club. Y'all don't see me doing a whole bunch of drinking and smoking and carrying on. I'll be on YouTube. I'll be at the house. So, like, my cost of living is very minimal. You know, $500 could pay my personal bills. I'm talking about my health insurance, life insurance, dental insurance, phone bill, all my little bills. $500 a month could pay all my child support. $500 could pay all my little bills. You know what I'm saying? I got another $2,000 in land payments, and I got house payments, but that's all taken care of with my other business partners. But I'm telling you guys, y'all could live. Y'all see, I don't do nothing. I really don't do nothing. I get bored sometimes. I've been bored out of my mind. Matter of fact, past 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I really don't do anything. You know, I spend time with my offsprings, and we have a lot of fun. I was just hanging out with my daughter, and that's pretty much all I do. I spend a lot of time with my offsprings, which is the point. That is the point. We want to get to the point where we have all the time in the world for our offsprings. You know what I'm saying? So I enjoy that. I travel. I have a wonderful life, wonderful friends, wonderful family, wonderful support system. So I just want you guys to get to this point where you could just tell your job to kick rocks. You know what I'm saying? And everything like that. And the average person, y'all don't need but $3,000 a month. I'm telling you, you don't need but $3,000 a month, residual income, a reliable vehicle. And like I say, once you have your land, you don't need no big fancy house. You know, you just put your little dwelling on there with a bathroom, kitchen, and a bed, however many beds for however many people, and just take your time and build it up from there. Okay? But that's all I got for y'all, man. If anything else. Yeah, there you go. Jamal, what's your hang up, man? Let's all help Jamal out.
Listen, I'm accumulating all of the spots that I've been looking at. I got like 2 pages. But my question is this, man. This Arizona. I saw videos about Arizona where they're building all of these houses and stuff like that in Arizona. What do you think? Like, because I got like 2 pages of land prospects in Arizona, and I wanted to ask you. But for the last 5 minutes, I've been trying to figure out this damn microphone. I finally got it now.
Arizona is one of the fastest growing states. North Carolina and Arizona.
Okay, yeah, because I saw videos. I think you sent it, or I just kind of found it on my own, and I was kind of blown away.
I sent it.
How fast they were.
I sent it.
Yeah.
They building in Arizona like crazy, and you could buy an acre. You could buy an acre in Arizona for $100 just 3-4 years ago. $100 an acre in Arizona. I know a lot of people. Now it's like, Chris, how much you? Chris, you bought 11 acres in Arizona for how much? Where Chris at?
No, there was 11 acres in Texas. I was in Arizona first. It was $3,500 for an acre in Arizona when I bought it. Like 3 months ago.
$3,500 an acre now. Oh yeah, Chris is in Texas.
No, that was the last one. Everything's over 5 now.
In Arizona, right?
Right, Arizona, and Apache County is the one that's not restricted. If you're looking at Jamal, you want to look. Right, a lot of them are good, but Apache, that's the one that's unrestricted.
That's the one. I saw a lot of Apache there.
Yeah.
And You know, like he said, a little bit over 5,000, 7,000. But you know, a lot of stuff is 99 a month, 100 a month, and it's like I got about like 15 prospects, and I said I've been waiting for the class. I've been waiting for class to come so I can ask you, like.
You don't have to wait for class. Call me, man. Call me, man. You don't have to wait for class. Just call me. Just call me. You don't have to wait. Right. Because if you man, shoot, from the time you started, prices done double.
Yeah, no, I did this just a couple of days ago. They marked all this information down, and it was on Land Moto. And Arizona, it was like Arizona, one after the other, after the other, after the other was Arizona. So I said, let me ask you about that. And then you sent the video about all the housing going up. And I said, okay, let me inquire about that.
Arizona. I don't own anything in Arizona, but I'm about to buy in Arizona. I got 5 acres in New Mexico. I'm going to tell you, you could Google it. You ain't got to listen to me. New Mexico, Arizona, Texas, North Carolina, South Carolina, a little bit of Florida, but mostly them 5 that I named. Colorado is another one growing, but see, the rules are real strict in Colorado, so about the water and all that type of stuff. But where the rules are kind of lax, New Mexico, Arizona, South Carolina, North Carolina, I think Kentucky, no, Tennessee. All them states right there, man, you better grab them. You better grab them up. Because the population growing, people moving out the big cities. Y'all got to remember, we're in a time now where technology is taking over. You don't have to be in one place. You don't have to be stuck in a city to work a corporate job. You could be in the middle of the woods and work a corporate job like you were sitting in New York City somewhere. Okay? There's people live way out in the boonies working $1 million corporate jobs. Okay? Because of technology. You don't even need a power line. You have Starlink, and towers and satellite for your cell phone and Wi-Fi. You have solar panels. I'm on solar panels at my ranch. You got solar panels for power and get you a solar battery, and they have water harvesting out the air thing now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You don't have to be stuck, and nobody have to be stuck anywhere now. More and more people are working online, and more people are losing their jobs to robots. Okay, so we are in a transient. You don't have to drive anymore because we have Uber and Lyft. We are in a very nomadic, transient era right now. Nobody is stuck anywhere now. If you feel stuck, that's because you want to be stuck. Okay? We are in a very transient era. So open your mind now to anywhere, do anything. Y'all look up these earth homes they building in Arizona in the desert. They growing food in the desert. It's wide open right now. Never has it been a better time in history to acquire wealth. They just threw more money in the economy in the past 3-4 years than has ever been in the economy. They threw the money out there for anybody to grab it. They gave you the money. They gave us $1,400 and stimulus checks and PPP loans and EIN loans and all this type of stuff. People went and brought TVs. It's crazy. I know because I was putting the TVs up. I'm the one who's putting the TVs up. I'm like, dang, well, I'm getting so much business putting TVs up. Stimulus checks. People, they bought out Louis Vuitton when they got them stimulus checks. Louis Vuitton, the dude became one of the richest men in the world. Matter of fact, he is the richest man in the world right now. They say beating out Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos. It's always them 3 in competition right now. So I'm telling y'all, man, and these hedge funds, BlackRock and Bill Gates and all them, Amazon, they're not buying up all the land and property for nothing. The last wealth, the last chance to grab all the property, all the land you can is now. I'm telling you, they say by 2053, it's a wrap. 2053, about 30 years from now, it's a wrap. you won't be able to buy no more land, no more property 30 years from now. So most of us around 50 years old. So by the time we 80, it's a wrap. We are gonna be the last ones to really bridge that gap between owning property and never owning property. Them babies born around 2050, 2020, I guess 2040, most of them will never know what it is to own property. Never. They're gonna be living in little pods and stuff. All that stuff they show you on movies, like The Fifth Element, people living in pods. They got them at the airports now and stuff. That's training, that's programming people to live in pods. You're gonna have your chargers, everything up in that little pod, little refrigerator, everything. You just come out the pod to use a bathroom, and they might have it to where a little thing open up onto your bed and you just poop and pee right there. I'm telling you. They make it, you might fold up your bed and your dang little pod you in turn into a whole shower. I'm telling you, they making it so. Matter of fact, what movie that was it Back to the Future, where he just stood there and the thing blew on him and cleaned his whole body? I'm telling you, this thing exists. People are gonna come to a point where they don't even care to own property. They don't want to own property. They don't care to own property. As long as they get some food in their stomach and they got their little technology going on, and they could talk to somebody in another, and they could Zoom, because they got the technology right now. You could go from, they got the high-speed trains, faster than airplanes. You could go from California to New York. They got the whole thing running underground in like 3 hours or something like that, 1 hour or 6 hours, something crazy, on a train, high-speed train, running on magnets, it going like 600 miles an hour. I'm telling y'all, this is the last chance. We got 30 years. We got 30 years to do it, and us catching it now, we way ahead of the game. But don't underestimate things, because what's going to happen is prices are going to keep going up. People are going to keep losing their jobs and their income. So don't, just because you got 30 years don't mean you're going to be slow-mo. No, that's 30 years of us building our wealth before you cannot even build wealth anymore. You get it? You won't even be able to build wealth anymore in 30 years. It'll just be the government, the rich people, and poor people. No middle class. The middle class, it's a wrap in 30 years. It's a wrap in 30 years. Y'all saw the video I sent of the young lady living on the streets in Miami. Y'all saw that video? Her mom died, her dad died, and they left her nothing. Nothing. She living on the streets. They didn't even leave her a piece of land. I said, oh my God, if they only left this young lady a piece of land, she could go set up a tent. They left her nothing. That is sad, and that is most of people's situation. Their mom, dad have nothing to leave them, or have left them nothing. Nothing. Yeah. You know how many people I know, their mom and dad didn't leave them nothing or can't leave them nothing? If they died right now, they have nothing to leave their offsprings. Nothing. Nothing but some dang bills. That's crazy. Not even a piece of land. They have to leave their offspring.
People got to do GoFundMes and stuff like that for funerals and stuff like that. Every time you turn around,
they doing GoFundMe.
To just bury somebody. Yeah.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the God honest truth. Before 2017, if I had passed, I would have had nothing to leave my offsprings. Nothing. Yeah. And at that time, I had two sons, two boys, and I didn't even have life insurance. I would have had nothing to leave them.
Yeah, it's an example of the wealth gap and how enormous this wealth gap is and stuff like that, because we know that there's a such thing as trust fund babies and stuff, and a lot of black people, they don't fall under that category of having parents that's financially able to leave them $300,000 or $1 million and stuff like that, like you know who. So if we can't afford to bury our people and we have to do GoFundMes, back in the day Facebook didn't exist. You just had to hopefully family members came together and to help you out. But now you got Facebook and the internet where people can send that message out. Hey, I need some help burying my family, burying my people. But the internet also exposes the epidemic of Black people, and as far as wealth is concerned, their grandparents and parents just don't have anything to leave them. When my grandmother died, I asked my mother. I said, my mother said she didn't have anything to leave.
Nothing.
She didn't have anything to leave.
When I say nothing,
I had talked
nothing.
about for years.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean, it's really sad when I really think about it. And I'm not judging nobody because, like I said, I was in the same situation. I'm like, God, if I really had passed away, I didn't even have a piece of land for my sons to say wow, you know how people be like, oh, my grandpappy, my mom died and left me some land. Some of y'all peoples left y'all some land. My son, me, Dragon Manifest, my own sons, they couldn't say that. What did your dad leave you? Nothing. Wasn't your dad Dragon Manifest? Yes, he left us nothing. Before 2017, that would have been the story. And I was YouTube famous from 2015. I was Facebook and YouTube famous from 2015. And they would have had nothing. They would have said, that Negro ain't left us nothing. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But land,
I think Generation X more.
Land open my.
Me and you, Dragon, and I don't know who else on here is in their 50s, but Generation X's, we're a little bit more conscious of that, and I think a lot of the anger and that we see in the younger people, a lot of them, what we're talking about right now, a lot of them see that, they see that their parents. If they're 20-something years old and their parents are in their 40s, or if they're in their late teens and their parents are in their 30s, and they're not seeing that, the parents are not sitting them down telling them, say, listen, if anything was to happen to me, this is in your name. This is it. A lot of them, they don't have that. And so a lot of them are walking around angry because they're like, what is our future going to look like? Our own parents are not even investing in us when they leave here. So, a lot of generations need to step their game up. And like you said, land is the best way to do it, man.
This is how they transfer wealth. Y'all think the rich and wealthy transfer wealth with money? Or here, take over my bank account. No, you get taxed when you leave money. They transfer assets, paintings. Why do you think they buy paintings? And why the hell are they buying up paintings? That's stupid. They just say, here, take this painting.
Yeah.
They gold, Rolexes, land, and everything is in a trust, so it doesn't get taxed. They just change the trustee.
Yeah. We wonder why so many of them walk around relaxed and they're always smiling no matter what's going on and stuff. And I remember watching a movie a long time ago. It had Brad Pitt and some of these stars when they was much younger, and they were all in this private boys' school. And I forgot the name of the movie, but in that movie, there was a scene that they were talking about how, they really didn't have a care in the world. They knew they had to graduate from that school. I think that was the only way a lot of them was able to have access to that trust fund. That was the deal between the parents and the kids. You graduate from here, there's a trust fund waiting for you. And there was a scene in this movie where the movie was from the 70s, 80s. And the guys were talking about how all of them, every last one of their parents had left them a trust fund. And they really honestly didn't care whether they graduated or not. They knew they was going to get the money. And, and sometimes you hear brothers and sisters back in the day say, wow, white people walk around so, carefree and happy. And the younger ones, they don't, because they know that their parents left them $1 million trust fund. For them to
millions.
Yeah. So they can keep that wealth gap going and stuff, man. It's like the the brothers and sisters is just leave. Even if you don't have millions, even if you could just leave leave your kids 2 acres or 5 acres or whatever it is,
So they don't have to pay rent. Whatever money they work, they put in their pocket.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, if my mom and dad, when I turned 18, I moved out when I was 17. Even if I had to wait a year, so a few months, they said, look, you moved out. We got some land over here. You can have it. Go set you a tent. Go put you. Matter of fact, we're gonna give you a travel trailer and a pickup truck and have the land. Man, I'd have been a millionaire and stayed a millionaire just because of me starting in that level. Because when I started life thinking, oh, you're supposed to have a nice fancy car, dress, be clean. Y'all know how we do. We gotta have the nice clothes, and I'm starting life like that. If I would have started life on the land, you know what I'm saying? Now I would have been more frugal. Now I would have been more conscious of certain things. I don't need all of this, because the way I started life is like you need all of this, you need all of that. If I would have started life minimalistically, dang, I really don't need nothing but a dang trailer. I got a bathroom, a kitchen, a bedroom, a couch. Shit, you know what I'm saying? I got land. I got a pickup truck. I don't need, I could have got a little job down there. Back then, we had, what kind of corner stores we had back then? We had, I guess, Dollar General, it was another one. I forgot the name of it. But anyhow, I would have started like that. I would have really been, but the way I started life, it was like the money flew out as fast as we got it. You know what I'm saying? So I was on that fast life, I was on that fast life. So I'm telling y'all, leave your offsprings. I don't care if it's a little piece of land, an old pickup truck, and a trailer. I'm telling you, that alone gives them the opportunity. Most of them, I'm not going to say all of them. Some of them will be lazy and never want to do nothing with their life, but live like that. But the ambitious ones, that'll give them the opportunity to say, hey, I ain't got to pay no rent. My mama, daddy left me this land with food. I'm growing food. I got a pickup truck and a home, a cabin. And all I got to do is just figure out some income, and all the money I make, I could just take that money, improve the land, put more cabins. And as y'all know, I teach y'all to put cabins and trailers and rent them out, Airbnb. This is what's crazy. This is what I don't get. Monopoly teaches you to buy the land, put houses, buy hotels. Because of Airbnb, HipCamp, Vanly, all these apps, you could directly buy the land and become a hotel, what they call them? Hotel or something like that, and own a hotel. With one free app that you download, you are now a hotel owner for free. Where are you going to own a hotel for free? You don't need no business license. You don't need nothing. Your money come to your account directly. They check in, they check out just like a hotel. It's rules. You call the police, hey, this is an Airbnb, guess they won't get out. The police will kick them out. It's a legit hotel that you can own. All you need is a little piece of land. In 2024, I'm telling y'all, we in an era. If all you're doing is working a job, sitting around with your head up your butt and partying every Friday, Saturday night, like it's Friday night, like it's the 70s, and doing all kind of foolishness right now, if that's all you're doing right now, I feel bad for you. I feel bad for your offsprings. Right now is the time to be getting it. To be getting it. This YouTube money is serious money. Land money, serious money. Stock money, cryptocurrency money. Starting a course, your own course. Like I have this land course, university. It's too much money out here, y'all. It's too much extra money besides the money you make on your job. I still work. I got my contracting business, but I'm making crazy money just from these other streams of income. And why everybody not doing it, I don't know. Y'all know I always encourage y'all start your own YouTube. I've helped at least 20 people start their own YouTube. Most of them doing very well right now. I help all of y'all. I put everybody on. I'm telling you, all of y'all successful. Everybody in here successful. I've not had one unsuccessful student. Why? Because I make sure the whole point of y'all taking my course is y'all successful. I refuse to have one unsuccessful student. Nobody gonna leave Dragon University and say, "Oh, that's some bullshit." No, everybody gonna say, "Well, they're gonna say, well, did you at least?" Somebody might say that's bullshit. Well, did you get a piece of land? Yeah, I did get a piece of land. How's that bullshit? I'm telling you, only a hater gonna say it's bullshit, because I'm gonna make sure everybody here is successful. Everybody here within 5-10 years of starting with me, I'm guaranteeing you retirement. I'm guaranteeing you enough money. I'm not going to guarantee you're going to be no millionaire, because that's all on you. But I'm guaranteeing you, if you do exactly what I say to do, you could live off your property and never have to lift another finger to work unless you want to. Because I'm doing it. And all I'm doing is teaching y'all what I'm doing. I'm not teaching y'all nothing special. I'm doing it, then I'm teaching you. I'm doing it, then I'm teaching you. So you're getting firsthand experience. I'm not telling y'all anything that I learned from somewhere else. I'm telling y'all stuff I'm doing myself in real time. Not something I did 5-10 years ago, 30 years ago. What I'm doing with now time, now technology, now economic system and status. So you're getting real-time information. Okay? So y'all just stick with me. I'm telling you, if Jamal would have stuck with me, he'd probably own about 4 properties by now. But it's all good. We're going to make a good example out of Jamal. And what y'all going to do is keep doing what y'all doing. Y'all see, it's not hard. It's when you don't do it, when you don't apply what I'm telling you, is when it's hard. Once you jump in and do it, it's easy. It's easy. Even me and Miriam, we had to go a lot of back and forth with her property. We had to return her property. It was a lot of back and forth, right, Miriam? Even with her cabin, but we got it all straightened out. We got it. Sometimes a lot of back and forth. Miss Nadine going a lot of back and forth. Chris had to return a property. I mean, we do back and forth stuff. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. I don't care. The only thing y'all do is just pay off y'all properties the next 5 years. I promise you. In them 5 years, you're going to get up and somebody going to offer you $20,000, $30,000 more than what you paid. I promise you. Why? We in a transient nomad era where you can grow food in a desert. You could be in the middle of the desert, the middle of the woods, and have solar panels. You could go in the middle of the desert right now with some solar panels and your whole house light up like you're in New York City. Did y'all know that? And they only improving solar technology better and better. They say they got a battery no bigger than a regular car battery that could power your whole house. Your whole house. A whole regular single family house. That's crazy. Tesla got a battery that could go 750 miles. 750 miles. Okay, I just put a video on my channel. I saw the Cybertruck. Y'all go on my channel, the Cybertruck. I saw the first one in real life right here in Fayetteville. I'm telling you, they got the technology right now where you don't even need gas. You could be in the middle of the desert, hook your solar panel to your vehicle, charge your vehicle up, and leave. You don't have to wait. You don't have to find no nearest gas station or nothing. Everybody got a cell phone. Water. They have the technology to pull water out of thin air. Anybody can live anywhere, anytime. The next thing, they're going to have flying vehicles. What's that going to make people do is live on mountaintops. They're going to be selling real estate on mountaintops. People that don't have easements, land easements, now they could, even property that don't have land easements are going to be through the roof, because all you got to do is get in your flying vehicle and fly over your property. Okay? Just fly high enough to not invade anybody airspace and land your car right on your property. I'm telling y'all, by the same properties y'all buying right now for $5,000, $10,000, $20,000, gonna be $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in 20 years. I'm telling you, if all you get out of this is an extra $100,000, $200,000, $300,000 in 20 years, thank me later. Thank me later. All right. I'm telling you, man. I can't stress y'all enough. Just buy you one little piece of land. I cannot tell y'all enough. That one little piece of land you buy right now for $10,000, $20,000, right, Margaret? You buy a house for $100,000, it's $300,000 in about 10 years, 20 years, right, Margaret? The property. I'm telling you, every 10 years, you can hit $100,000 every 10 years. At minimum, $100,000 every 10 years. That's how they design the system. That's how they design it. And now it's even more powerful. Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Me and my ex-husband bought a property in California in 1999 for 5 acres. It was a builder, and he was doing semi-custom homes on the 5 acres for $228,000. So for 5 acres, the house is 3,000 square feet. Beautiful. Today, that property is sold at its highest, I think, for $1.3 million, and today it's valued at 1.1, I think. So imagine we built the house from the ground up for $228,000
in 99
acres.
In 99.
That's
25 years ago.
Isn't that something though?
So you're talking about an over $700,000 increase in 25 years.
Yeah.
Do y'all want $700,000 in y'all bank account in 25 years? Can y'all live off of that? Would y'all like to leave, even if you just leave $100,000, $750,000 to your offsprings? Do you want to do that? And when I say leave it to your offsprings, it's property. That's not life insurance where it's money and you got to figure out what to do with the money. It's property that they could go live on. Your offsprings, I'm talking about every generation forever. 5 acres, that could house you could put 12 homes per 1 acre. So 12 times 5, y'all do the math, 60. That's 60 homes, flat homes. Imagine building apartment buildings. You could house your next 20 generations with 5, 10 acres. And they're going to thank you. They're going to build a monument. I'm gonna build a dang monument. I'm going to build a statue and put it on my land. Y'all not going to forget I did this. That's great-great-grandpa Dragon. Legend says Grandpa was dirt broke, living in his old pickup truck. He had $350. By then, $350 by then is gonna be like 35 cents to us now. $300. He bought a land for $350, $200. I'm telling y'all, because we see it now. Just like Margaret said, we see it now. We see these folks living in property, have property that their great-grandpappy bought for $100.
Mm-hmm.
I showed y'all a video. The dude down the street got 60 acres. He live in an old trailer his grandpa leave him. He don't have to lift a finger for the rest of his life. A young dude, too. He can't be but 25. He don't have to lift a finger for the rest. Him and all his cousins and brothers and sisters and his mom. They don't. I was just over there week before last. They don't have to lift a finger for the rest of their life. When he have babies, they don't have to lift a finger. His granddad left 60 acres and a fish farm. They raise fish and they sell fish. A fish farm. Okay, and prime real estate, not just regular real estate. Prime, that land worth about $600,000, just the land alone if they sold it. And I went over there. It's about 5 cousins, 2 brothers and sisters, and his mom. It's about, I guess, with they offsprings, it's probably about 20 people live on that land, and they just be there. All of them just looking like a bunch of poor people just living on the land. If you saw them in the streets, you thought they was bums. But them people got $600,000 worth of land and a business and a family business that make them at least $100,000 because they sell fish. I done caught them with 5 people standing in line buying fish from them. I'm telling you, it's no reason. It's no reason to be renting. There's no reason to have a job, regular job. It's not even no reason for us to be in grocery stores at this point. Y'all saw the video I just put in a group where all you gotta do is chop off the head of the pineapple and set it in soil, and it's gonna grow right back another pineapple.
Yeah.
It's no reason for us to. I can live off a pineapple. I don't know about y'all, but I can live off a pineapple, juice it. I could grow some wild rice. I don't even eat rice that much, but I could grow some greens, and I could live. It don't take that much for me. I eat a watermelon. I eat about 5 different things every month, and my skin is clear. I'm healthy. I get my protein checked regular. I get everything checked regular, and they're amazed. They're amazed at my health.
Mangoes is my go-to all week.
Mango. I'm telling y'all. We got cell phones. I could talk to y'all face to face like this. You know, it just no reason for. We got cars that go 100 miles an hour. It's no reason for anybody to be mad, angry, stuck at no job, depressed. We got solar panels. There's no reason to even pay a light bill at this point, to be honest with you. It's really no reason. You could put $1,000, actually about on a tiny house $1,000, but a regular house, you put about $10,000 worth of solar panel, you'll never have another light bill. And that means you pay that off. You know, average person pay what, $500 a month light bill. You know, so that means you pay that off in 2 years. 2 years. Even if your solar panels last you 20 years, you got a good return on your money. You know, like I say, this solar game getting even better and better. I'm keeping up on it. I've been keeping up on it. You know, but I'm telling you guys, man, just keep doing what y'all doing. Don't give up. Don't give up. We the ones gonna look back 5, 10, I'm not even 20, about 5 years from now and laugh. Gonna be like, oh my God, thank God I bought this raggedy piece of land in the desert, in the woods, this wetland. Thank God I bought it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I'm calling in a few days for your guidance, man. I just wanted to know about Arizona, what you thought.
You don't even got to ask me. You could go to Google. Go to Google right now. I can't do it on these phones. And say, what's the 10 fastest growing states, and just buying those states. That's all you got to do. Buying those states. The top 10 fastest growing states. I know North Carolina is number 1 or number 2. I know it was number 1 in 2020, 2021. It might be number 2 now. Just go at the top 5. I'm giving y'all a gem. Go to Google and say, what's the top 10 fastest growing states? It's 50 states now, 50 some states. All we need is a top 10. Buy in those. I'm telling you, even if it's the top 20, buy in those states. I'm telling you, you can't lose. You can't lose. I don't care if it's wetland, dry land. I don't care what it is. You cannot lose. And right now in Arizona, it's hot in Arizona, but they don't care. They're happy because they putting solar farms out there. Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona. The Phoenix, Arizona is so expensive right now to live. People can't even afford it. It's only rich people live in Phoenix, Arizona. I don't know if y'all know that. It's only rich people live in Phoenix, Arizona. And they on solar. They on solar, so their grid cannot go down. They have a better grid on solar than everybody else's grid. The solar grid, the solar thing right now is the best electrical system right now. Solar, the best electrical system right now. And everything in Arizona pretty much is on solar, And I'm telling you, they're doing it in Texas, they're doing it in North Carolina, they doing it all across these mid states. And the solar producing states are selling to the non-solar producing states. I'm telling you. So right now it's wide open to buy in the desert. It's wide open. I didn't buy nothing in the desert till last year. I was scared. But when I started researching what they're doing with solar panels, I'm trying to buy everything I can in the desert right now. Everything I can in the desert right now. They're going to turn the deserts into daggone forests, rainforests, oases. The desert. Watch in 30 years. The desert is going to be like Hawaii. and Hawaii is going to be for billionaires. You can't even, it's going to come a time. Let me tell you what they're doing with Hawaii. Why they started them fires. Hawaii is the next Dubai. That's why they had that thing in Dubai and they made Dubai flood. They got that machine that can change the weather anywhere. They made Dubai flood and they're gonna turn Hawaii. Now that they know if they build a Dubai, people will come. If they build a city only for rich people I wouldn't say only for rich people, but if they build a city for the super rich, clean, if you fart in the street, they arrest you. Now that they know that you build a city like that, people will come. They're getting rid of Dubai. Believe me, in about 20, 30 years, ain't gonna be no more Dubai and Hawaii. Because you know how America is. Hawaii is gonna be the new Dubai. Okay? Hawaii is gonna be the new Dubai. All right, that's what's going on. I'm telling y'all straight up. You heard it here first. Okay? And I'm telling you, everybody living in Hawaii, all the regular people, poor people, all the islands and all that type of stuff, they're gonna come to the regular mainland. And I'm telling you, on top of the people coming here to live, on top of the babies having babies, they're gonna be about 600,000 people, 600 million people in America by the next 20 years. When I'm a grandpa, there's gonna be 600 people. Matter of fact, when I'm a great grandpa, it'd probably be about 800 million people in America. And I'm telling you, just imagine how much your land gonna be worth. Just imagine. A regular house right now that's like 300,000, gonna be like 3 million, 1.5 million. I'm telling you. I'm quite sure Margaret will tell you the same thing. I'm telling you. A regular 4 or 5 bedroom house right now gonna be about 1.5 million. At minimum. I'm telling you. A dang Snicker bar gonna be $4.99. It's already $2.69. I never thought I'd see the day I paid $2.69 for a Snicker bar, and glad to pay it. I remember Snicker bar was just 69 cents 4 or 5 years ago. Now $2.69, and I'm glad to pay it because I'm addicted.
Quarter.
Yeah, remember when it was a quarter in the 80s? 25 cents. I remember like it was yesterday, 25 cents for a Snicker bar. Sure, I remember when it was 10 cents, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Right. And what's crazy is they're more expensive, but a lot sleeker and smaller and thinner now.
Yeah, they smaller now.
Fake chocolate. All that stuff ain't real.
It ain't even, the chocolate don't even taste the same.
Chocolate.
The cereal, the food, none of the food tastes the same. I'm telling y'all.
Everything tastes artificial.
Y'all see how they got the thing where they printing meat? They're printing meat.
Yeah,
That is how they trying to figure out how they gonna feed 600 million people, 800 million people. They trying to figure out how they gonna feed us.
That's so.
They trying to figure out how in the world these farmers are gonna keep up with the demand of feeding 600 million. They already gotta feed 300 million people every day. How are they gonna feed 600, 800 million people, a billion people? I think India got 2 billion people. They trying to, but see, they farm their own food in India. Africa got like 3 billion, something like that. They farm their own food over there. We don't farm over here, except the farmers. But in them places, people grow their own food. But over here, we don't. We too spoiled. And they training us to be like that, to only depend on a grocery store. In Africa and India, it's only recently that they embracing grocery stores. Them people never had no grocery stores 50 years ago like that. It's only past 50 years they got Price Right. Even in Jamaica, where I'm from, now they so happy to go to Price Right and these things. Before, my grandparents, everybody grew food and sold to each other.
Right.
50 years ago, 30 years ago, and prior. Right?
Yeah, everything was market.
Yeah. So it is possible for everybody to grow food and feed each other. It is possible because it's proven in India, in Africa, in China. India, China, and Africa, I think alone got like 6 billion people. And they all grow their own food. So it's not impossible to feed billions of people in one country. It is not impossible. It's actually easier. Because you grow your own food right there next door to you. Your neighbors, you trade food. But they making it so we dependent on the grocery store. And they want to keep us dependent on the grocery store and all this fake food in the grocery store. So they're trying to make sure they keep up with feeding us. Otherwise, they know we're going to start growing our own food. They want to stop us from trying to grow our own food. And as we can see, 80-90% of people are not going to be growing their own food. It's only about 10% of us that are focused, that we know we need to grow our own food.
And now you got to be careful of the GMO seeds.
Yeah, all of this stuff. Yeah, all of this stuff we got to be mindful and careful of. Okay? Yeah. So y'all just keep doing what y'all doing with this land thing. I'm telling y'all not going to regret. I don't care. Look, I bought some new t-shirts. I paid $2 at Rose's. I don't buy no clothes. I don't pay but 50 cents, $1, $2 for my clothes, $10 for shoes. I go to thrift stores and Goodwills. I'm not ashamed. I take all my coins and I dump into my land. I dump, if God forbid I pass my offsprings, I left them over 30 properties in 8 states. What they do with it after that, that's on them. They can't say I leave them nothing. And as long as I'm on this planet, I got land. I can go anywhere I want to go, anytime I want to go, as long as I can put gas and food, I'm good. If the world, if another pandemic hit right now, I could grab my offsprings. We're gonna grow some food. We're gonna live off the land. We don't even have to leave the land. To be honest with you, the way I'm setting everything up, we don't even have to leave the land. Okay. The only thing I need right now is solar, like more solar. To be honest with you, all I need right now is more solar. That's all I need right now is some more solar. And then I really don't even have to leave the land, to be honest with you. But anyhow, y'all have a good night, good rest, peaceful rest. Don't worry. July 1st, we starting all over again. All right, guys? Okay, love you. All right, now. Let's harass Jamal. Jamal, get on it, Jamal. All right.
All right, brother. I'll call you soon.
All right.
Soon, brother.
Okay. All right, YouTube, y'all just heard my class live. We do this. What's up, Rudy? Rudy been with me probably about 5-10 years. How long you been with me, Rudy? You still there? AMG Production. I think you've been with me for a while, right, AMG? Shauna Owens. Hey, Shauna Owens. Anyhow, man, we does this. I'm telling y'all, man. Get in my mastermind. 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. $11. Even if you don't have $11, just hit me up. I work with you. You could be in my mastermind lifetime, $222, lifetime. Come in. You might say, Dragon, I see what you're doing. I don't have time. I have students like that. They give me $999, $1,000. I do everything for them. They just show up, pay the money, the down payment, the cash payment, get their land, their cabin, whatever they need. I give them a turnkey property and business. If I got to go out to the land, do everything by hand, you know, it's $2,500, $2,499. So I got a package for everybody from $11 to $2,500. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. 754-229-0940. 754-229-0940. I love y'all, man. Peace.